NAD. We're gonna find out what it's all about. We're here at Proactive Health and Performance today, and Dr. Cokes is going to administer an IV NAD for us.
Do it in a push too, so I put it in quite quickly, which feels just horrid. How'd you feel, Dave?
Felt good.
Yeah?
I mean, I certainly didn't feel bad. I'm still unsure of what I kind of feel from it.
Yeah, it's still relatively new, and there's not tons of research out there on it. On NAD itself, there's a bunch of research, but not on this administration route, I should say. Yeah, so technically NAD is working on your mitochondria. It's what gives, it's what allows your mitochondria to function. And if you remember back to grade 11 biology, mitochondria is like the powerhouse of the cell. So it's how we get energy, it's how we function, it's how ATP ends up being made through like a whole long process. So anything that would deplete your energy, theoretically this would build it up again. Any sort of chronic disease, if we fix the cells, if we fix the base of why there is chronic illness, then theoretically that should get better. Pain should be improved.
And as we age, mitochondria have a tendency to slow down and die?
Yeah, definitely. So our stores of NAD as we age start to decrease, and then we start to notice like cellular aging, and then the die off of those aging cells. So what we want to do is anything to support mitochondrial function, bring them up, right? And there's also no guarantee. Like you could feel nothing. You could feel, technically I've never had cases or I've never seen anything where it made anything worse. And our body makes NAD all day anyway, so the dose that we put in here wouldn't be astronomical to the body in any sense. So yeah, it's just uncomfortable.
All right, this is post NAD. Just to give you guys a little bit of a quick background on this, we got to learn a little bit about NAD, which is has a really interesting concept to it. There's so many different claims. It prevents aging, it increases energy levels, it increases mental clarity. If you suffer from anxiety or depression, it can help to cure that or prevent it. So really, really interesting claims. And well, that meant I needed to test it. Kimberly said she'd come do it with me. And I guess the only factor to doing an IV NAD drip is that it makes you kind of feel shitty.
Yeah, it kind of makes you feel sick to your stomach. The way Dr. Cokes describes it is it kind of seems to hit the weaknesses that are kind of within your own body. So Dave felt it differently than I felt it. More so, the only way that I can kind of describe how I felt like pretty hungover and like it was that time of the month for me. So combination of that, and I also have weakness in one of my knees. I felt it targeted in that place. So different for everybody. As soon as it's done, you feel totally fine again. It's the weirdest feeling.
Now we're only literally a few hours since doing it. So do you feel anything different? No.
Not yet, but Coke said I probably, as a female, won't feel it till tomorrow.
This is actually my second time. I had it done last week as well. They say that it takes up to 4 sessions before you can feel the full effects to it. For healthy individuals, there's different applications for it, but 4 sessions of it is kind of like the recommended starting point. And I would say that I certainly don't feel bad. I feel really good since I had it administered last week. And again, coming up today, I feel really good. It's something that doesn't have a ton of research and stuff done behind it. We know a lot about NAD as it's produced naturally within the body. Its abilities to affect your mitochondria and speed up your mitochondria and prevent them from even breaking down and dying in the first place, which is how energy is transferred within our body. So it's got a really cool concept to it. I would never recommend anything until I really try it, unless it's something that I obviously cannot try. This was something that I got to experience, and for myself, I kind of liked it. It makes you feel shitty, but I kind of liked it. It's got a cool concept to it. We'll see what it does. But that is our initial experience with NAD. If you've ever tried it yourself, certainly I recommend talking or doing some research on it. And in the meantime, we've got a whole bunch of cool other things we plan on doing here on YouTube.